Good evening, one and all. We're here at Headingley. You join us for this Big Bash match between England and India. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and joining me for what should be an exciting contest is Michael Atherton, Mel...
Wins the toss and decides to bowl first here. The home captain obviously thinking they've got a good grasp of the conditions.
We're about to get underway and already the crowd is up and about. This is looking to be a great day of cricket. Well now, that could be out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot, just sailed away.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for six.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Goes again. This one's even better than the last. 2 maximums in a row.
All the way. Got it right out of the middle.
Brooke, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Smacks that away through the gap.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point chasing that.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
End of the first and an exceptional start. Some big shots early on. Can build some momentum easily off that over.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover field. Needs a direct hit.
Oh, one error followed by another. A horrible call and a horrible throw to the wrong end.
No, terrible shot. Wow, that's missed the lot.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Over the infield with a cracking shot. End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. India 28 for none.
Another massive over of power hitting. Run rate did dip a bit though, although I don't think they'll complain much about this start.
Square driving through the gap. Classic shot for four.
A fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball, and smashes that one away.
Coley has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Can't get that outside the ring field. Misses. That's a big chance gone begging. Misses everything. Straight to the fielder. Oh, that's a wondrous stroke, straight through the covers.
Showed good composure to wait on that slower ball and find room to get the 4 runs. Just a fantastic shot.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. Nearly gets the edge. Wokes with a great delivery there. End of the over. 9 off it. India 37 for none. Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Onto that early, that could be 4.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Got that away nicely.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. And that completes the fielding restrictions. Time for some field changes.
Yet another massive over for the power play. Seemingly unstoppable at the moment.
Curran coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. That's 4 all the way. Beautiful shot.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Drilled that one away. Trouble. Smacks that away through the gap.
That was just a super shot. The delivery was fine, great line and length, but just put away.
Curran shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Oh, would you look at that straight drive? It barreled straight into the stumps at the other end. That would have gone for four, surely. The big one, 12 runs out of there. India, 60 for none.
Strike rate was excellent. Now they can really get stuck into rotating the strike and setting up a massive score.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover field. Doesn't beat the infield. Head over the ball, great shot. That's racing away.
Got their weight forward, their head was right, and punched nicely through the ball.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Power and precision in that shot.
And that's brilliant. Caressed nicely through the covers. A very professional innings this. Passes 50. I'll certainly be looking to push on.
2 boundaries in a row. Time to focus. Back to line and length. $11 runs out of there. India is 71 for none. Going with spin now.
New bowler into the attack for England.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Four runs added in the over. India is 75 for none. Wokes from the football stand there. Pinged off the bat.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Oh boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Boundaries are flowing. We need to find a dot ball or two just to slow things down again.
Rohit watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Perfectly timed.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
I I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Over, India, a 92 for none.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Over the infield with a cracking shot.
Sometimes you've just got to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, 4 runs.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. There's a chance if it hits. Timed that perfectly.
Pick the slow ball right away. Not a bad ball, but dispatched to the boundary with ease.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls allowed this over.
Six of your finest, please. Cover drive for a maximum. Brilliant.
This is just silly. The power on that shot is incredible.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Goes over the top with that shot. Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
Nothing really wrong with that ball. It got onto the front foot and found the gap to get that one to the boundary.
Curran, the left-arm medium-fast bowler, is coming into the attack from the football stand end. Great shot through the gap.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Drilled that one away.
It's a good delivery, but it doesn't matter when you play it like that. 4 runs.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket.
Well, dealt with that beautifully. Saw the short one and got out of the way. No more of those in this over.
Couldn't get it through the field. Beats the field with a great shot. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Good pick up, big chance. That looks gone. Oh, great running.
That was a very good knock in the end. I'm sure a few more runs would have been better. This has been a good innings.
Yeah, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. Jordan from the Kirkstall Lane end.
A lovely delivery. Got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Brooke, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. And again, another maximum. All the fielders can do is watch as that sails deep into the crowd.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe. How will the bowler respond?
Great shot. It was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
This is a brilliant show of power batting. Another 6, and the bowling tactics seem to be all wrong at the moment. Might look to go big again here.
Oh boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
Oh boy, 4 sixes in a row. It's just proving too easy at the moment. And I feel like it might not be over just yet. How will he reply?
Oh yes, oh brilliant stuff. Opened the shoulder and lofted that over cover. That'll be 6 more.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do other than watch the ball go all over the ground.
Well, the captain's made every effort to try and curb this onslaught, but the batters have had answers for every question so far. That is a textbook on drive. Sees the ball just drift, times it well, and it races to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Big edge. Bowler and fielders look really confident. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on length is obviously the way to go. Wow, that's missed the lot. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Hit that one on the up, a fabulous drive for 6.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes though, you just got to accept it and move on.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
That's gone for 6. That is a huge one. Rohit gets plenty from these bowlers.
You give that much width and you are asking for trouble. That was so well timed, it flew over the boundary.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder.
Really good scoring. That's 10 from 2 deliveries, making the bowler pay. That was an impressively timed boundary.
Right armour is coming on to bowl in the Kirkstall lane end. Massive outside edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter.
Rohit is all focus on the bowler. Just needs a single.
The batter gets their ton.
Lovely bit of batting. The century comes up, and really that has been a well-controlled innings. Hasn't given the bowlers much of a chance, that's for sure.
Onto that early, that could be 4.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Eight runs added there. India, 183 for 1.
No stone being left unturned by the batters. This will be a massive score.
Jordan back on now. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Misses everything. A direct hit and this could be gone. Nice shot, cut away, running towards the boundary. That'll take some chasing.
Got onto that so early. The cut shot in front of square teased the field all the way to the boundary.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover field. Misses. That's a big chance gone begging. End of the over. India 191 for 1. Rashid from the Kirkstall lane end. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on will collect that one though. England with a massive shout. Yada looked really confident in reviewing that. Did look out to me though.
Was there an edge? This could be trouble. I'm not hearing anything on this. That could be trouble. Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds, and you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
Yeah, not the best of reviews there. Great call by the umpire though. Ali has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie one end down. Runs have been flowing a little too easily. Shreyas ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Smacks that away through the gap. There's a chance if it hits. Down the ground, lovely shot. Mid-off chasing. That could be four.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Good bowling. Kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score.
No stone being left unturned by the batters. This will be a massive score.
Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. And the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Three runs added in that over. India 210 for 2. Wood coming back into the attack has done well so far. Nicked it. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. No, no, no. Terrible shot. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. That's out. Deep mid-off. Needed to move a bit, but they got there with time to spare. It's a fine catch. In the air, and that's a straightforward catch to mid-off.
That's the third wicket down. Not happy walking off the field. And there's a real feeling of disappointment.
For India.
Lovely delivery. Got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
Nearly gets the edge. Wood with a great delivery there. End of the over. One from it. India 211 for 3. Wokes, the right arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the Kirkstall lane end.
Great shorter ball. Well played though. Didn't flinch and was able to leave the ball comfortably. That's the end of the short stuff for this over.
Oh, that's been heaved away and punished over the rope. That's a brute of a maximum.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Oh, great shot on the up. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Went through the air, but 4 more.
Clipped way off the pads. What a shot for 4.
Pant has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller and have been put away.
This has been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. The runs are flowing very easily now. Doesn't beat the infield. End of the over, and a very nicely bowled one. Not much opportunity to score runs there.
Well, that was a perfect example of sustained power hitting. What a finish that was.
Oh my, that's stuck. What a catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
The right-hander is coming into bat at number 6 for India.
Pandya, stand and deliver. Holds the pose as the ball goes straight over the bowler. 6 more.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
And great catch, brilliant work. Out. Nicely done by the keeper.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Edged it. They've gone up here. That silenced the local fans. Another wicket.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled, and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
The hat-trick ball. This is the worst time to be coming out to the middle. Goes over the top with that shot. Trouble. And that's the end of the innings. India have set a target of 240 runs. I reckon this is a respectable total. If the bowlers can get firing and get some early wickets, this will be a difficult chase.
Here we go. First ball.
Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
India has gone up for something here. Umpire looks a bit confused as to what they're appealing for. Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Edge, but it drops safely. India with a massive shout. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitching it on a length is obviously the way to go. Big edge, where's that going? 11 runs out of there. England 11 for none.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
The left arm unorthodox bowler is coming into the attack from the football stand end.
Buckler watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Great commitment. Just opened the face of the bat really well. That's through the infield. That'll be 4 more.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Beats the field with a great shot. Onto that early, that could be 4. End of the over, England 23 for none.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Could be close. Dropped. What a let-off. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Gone. Great catch. And out. Oh, how did he get to that one?
Such a disappointment. A lot of people here at the ground would have been looking forward to seeing this innings. As it is, they've got to walk back, barely troubling the scorers.
Drive straight down the ground, mid-on will collect that one though. Can't get that outside the ring field. End of the over. 3 off it. England 26 for 1. Jami from the football stand end. Was quick onto that in the infield. Perfectly timed.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Edge, but it drops safely. End of the over. 10 runs from it. England 36 for 1. Yada into the attack now from the Kirkstall lane end. Smacks that away through the gap.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Starting to hit their stride. Fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s.
Rohit, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Straight to the fielder. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. End of the over, 9 off it. England are 45 for 1. Right arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the football stand end. India with a massive shout. Couldn't get it through the field. Goes over the top with that shot. The bowler looks really confident. Now then, what's this? They've gone up. Didn't hear or see anything. That looks gone. Oh, great running.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail. Going with a more defensive field.
Clipped away neatly off the pads. Should get forward.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Thrashed away for 4. How will the bowler respond?
Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring.
They were so still at the crease, just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Brook ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Cuts that off well in the infield. India needs this sort of rhythm to be maintained. Good over.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish. Not many fielders left in the circle. The captain going very defensive.
Beats the field with a great shot. Besto, stand and deliver. Holds the pose as the ball goes straight over the bowler. 6 more.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Got that away nicely. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on will collect that one though. 11 runs added there. England 69 for 2.
That is a... Working the strike around, picking gaps for boundaries. They might need to start taking some chances in the back half of the innings to keep in touch.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Bowling the slips have really got up here. They like it.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance, but has to head back to the pavilion.
Coming into bat for England.
They've gone up here. India with a massive shout. Yeah, the keeper's really gone up. As do the surrounding fielders. They seem convinced. Could be a review coming up.
I'm not hearing anything on this. That could be trouble. Was there an edge? This could be trouble.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Yeah, great decision by the umpire. Challenge wasn't successful. Nice shot, pierces the infield.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Power and precision in that shot.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary. Will it be 3 boundaries in a row?
Drilled that one away.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. You can just stand and admire that shot. Might look to go big again here.
Straight drive, mid-off, and cut that one off.
Some adjustments to the field.
Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut her off.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller and have been put away.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover
End of the
fielder.
10th over.
Chuck Ravati will be pleased with their work in that over. Kept the batters under pressure very, very well. It's something they do so well. Brilliant diving stop. Doesn't beat the infield. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. End of the over. 3 runs coming off it. England on 91 for 3.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Goes over the top with that shot. Lovely shot, got back quickly and finds the gap.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough to get on it for 4.
Boundary last delivery, is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Edge, but it drops safely. Good stop, probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. And nicely taken, catching the slips. And out. What a great catch, diving away and plucked it with one hand.
This innings cut short before it could really take off. They'll be disappointed they couldn't go on and score a big one.
Is coming into bat at number 6. Please give him a
Driven from power. Just the one. Needs a direct hit. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. The right arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the Kirkstall lane end. That is quite extraordinary. Brooke, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
Well, that just shows how difficult life can be as a bowler. Lifts the ball off a good length. A fabulous bit of timing for 6.
Smacks that away through the gap.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs. Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
Pandya deflates the crowd there, pulls up short, and that's going to be a dead ball. Onto that early, that could be 4.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
End of the over. Huge. 17 runs coming from it. England are 117 for 4.
Midpoint of the power play, and despite the good mix of boundaries and running, they're just falling away from the required rate early on.
Just opened the face of the bat really well. That's through the infield. There'll be 4 more.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
shot. Everyone's gone up. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Oh, that's a great shot early on. Wide of cover. And that'll give him a bit of confidence early on. May pull up short of the boundary though.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Part-time. Not any better. Perfection.
Few moves made in the field.
That's been smacked away. Fielders will not stop that one.
These are the sort of shots you just stand back and admire. Gets onto the back foot, rolls the wrist to keep control, and finds the boundary.
Great shot. Nice and compact on the front foot. The head was perfectly still.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played. 4 runs all the way.
Great shot. Pulled straight to backward square leg though.
Going with a more defensive field.
Eleven runs added there. England 137 for 4. Chuck Gravati from the football stand. Power and precision in that shot.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one. Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover. Going with a more defensive field choice.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Go for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like we'll carry.
Quickly into position, and a very successful sweep brought that boundary.
Off the middle of the bat.
Starting to hit their stride. Fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s. Bowler needs to tighten up a bit.
Lovely cover drive. Straight to the extra cover field. Runs out of there. England 154 for 4.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary.
That's a big one, and Maximum, away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Goes large again. 2 Maximums in a row. We're in for a treat here, I think.
Well, these are crucial deliveries. 12 from 2 balls, and maybe there's a bit of a momentum shift.
Edge, but it drops safely. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Oh my,
good innings, that's 50. Simple raise of the bats, thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Massive appeal. Might have just been missing.
That was a blistering knock, right on top of the bowling. Tried once too many times. The show ends, but they'll receive a warm reception from the crowd.
And what a strike that is, right into the slot. Great timing and balance. It'll be a maximum.
And just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
This total was always going to be a challenge, going at 10 plus. They need to accelerate again to get close enough to the required rate.
This is a brilliant piece of batting. Onto the back foot and pulls it high over square leg for 6.
Gone aerial with that one. It'll land safe. Might not be 4.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft it over the boundary rope.
Perfectly timed.
Nothing really wrong with that ball. Got onto the front foot and found the gap to get that one to the boundary. Sometimes you've just got to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, 4 runs.
And that's dropped. Oh, no.
Timing on that shot was just perfect. Brilliant shot. Boundary the moment it hit the bat.
Rohit, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Really was an impressive shot. Good timing and driven through the covers.
Couldn't get it through the field. End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, there's high confidence out in the middle. Pandya from the Kirkstall lane end. Got that away nicely.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Pulled away, but straight to square leg.
Still honing in on their lines. Batter happy to let it go through.
Drilled that one away. Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders. Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. Not for the textbook. Have to go for it now. They really need a boundary, this ball.
Shot, textbook pull shot, and that's racing away at the boundary. Brilliant.
Can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Power and precision in that shot.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Bulmer is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be go back to your stock delivery and then build from there. Shot on the front foot. No one's getting that.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Nice shot, just a flick off the pads.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point chasing that. Lovely bit of batting. The century comes up, and really that has been a well-controlled innings. Hasn't given the bowlers much of a chance, that's for sure. India bring it home